Let that rock for about like 30 seconds before we get a little serious. Everybody get in here. But I'm trying to see, is it private chat or the comments? That's where it's going to be at. Okay. Gotcha. All right. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Council of Comics podcast. This is episode number 2. I got Cliff with me. I got Bam with me. Anthony's going to join us, and maybe some of the other council members will join us. For y'all that don't know, first, please hit that subscribe button down below so you can support the channel. Let's introduce part of the council. Bam, you up?
Yo, what's up? Bam, Frankie. IG is King Bam 1. And part of the council to talk about everything. Let's go.
Facts. Next.
What's up? It's Cliff. Oh crap. My IG is Cliff NY. Or you can find me on Twitter, Clifford NY. And I'm here. I'm ready to talk about comics and television and how art is dying.
Everybody that people that actually they watch the shows. You guys know Cliff as being very passionate about the comic book world. Very passionate. We've had a couple arguments ourselves.
I see a lot. I see a lot of traffic on my She-Hulk review, and it has me interested.
Really? Like negative traffic?
No, just a lot of traffic. And I'm just like, okay, all right, but like, there's no one's really said anything. But I see that it's. I get people are watching it, so like one of them has like over 200 views, so I'm like, oh, okay.
All right. Welcome, Mr.
Everybody.
Anthony.
Oh, man.
What's going on?
What's good?
What are we talking about?
Well, we're live right now, Facebook and YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah, we just started. We're introducing everybody. So why don't you introduce yourself, sir?
Well, I'm Anthony from Alternaverse Comics. I own a store in Hyde Park, New York. Yeah.
All righty then.
You own a great comic book store in Hyde Park, New York. Okay.
We're the only comic book store in Hyde Park, New York.
You are you are truly the only comic book store in Hyde Park, New York. And
we do games. We play games. Today we did Magic. We did My Hero Academia. We played. We sold a bunch of games, board games, card games. But we had a Pokemon pre-release today, so yeah,
nice.
More of that.
Yeah, and you actually sell comic books.
So yes, well, you can see behind me. We do CGC. We got comics all around. I can't move this camera. It's a stationary camera, but
I can assure you will find comic books there. It's not like when you go to some comic book stores and you get there and you're like, what happened?
Yeah, they only have a rack or something, you know what I mean? Or like
it's over in the corner over there.
Yeah, they have a handful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. We get all the new releases. We're the biggest comic book store in the Hudson Valley. So yeah.
The only comic book store, in my opinion.
That is very kind of you. Very kind.
I mean, but yeah, you are the greatest one in this area. But you need those other little ones around so you can compare it. I know Anthony would just rather have them all just destroyed. But
not destroyed,
but competition is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
only good to a certain
especially
point.
when you're crushing them.
Just remember, guys, keep playing the lotto.
You're right. Talk about some lotto winners. I could show off some cool stuff that came in this week.
Go ahead.
There's a cool Carnage cover.
9.8.
This is another comic book store that does, exclusives. Do they still Scorpion Comics? They still exist, right? They're still kicking out. Yeah, Bam knows. They're still kicking out the exclusives, right?
What is that? That's Delato?
This is a Virgin variant by Gabriel Delato.
Yep.
So it was limited. I got there's a thing in the back here. It's 326 of 666. So it's Carnage. So they make 666 of this. This is nice. Carnage Black, White, and Blood #1 by Delato. That's kind of a cool cover. 9.8. What else we got here? Maybe some of you guys saw this. This is the first full appearance of the Masters
Can you
of
put
the
it closer
Universe.
to the camera, Anthony? Yeah, like smush it in our face type stuff. There you go. That's good. That's good.
Because,
Yo, 9.8 of Masters of the Universe, son?
Yes, Masters of the Universe #1. So
That's the first series.
Yes,
this
from
is
DC
like-
Comics.
DC
because
Comics.
his first appearance was in a DC Comics versus
Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah.
Clip. So yeah, this is his first. This is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. It's the first full comic devoted to them, and based on the Mattel action figures. So yep, there's that. Got another 9.8 here. This is Double Sign. This is Dark Knight's Death Metal.
Nice.
So I don't know if you see that's an exclusive cover for Dark Knight's Death Metal. CBCS though, but it is Double Sign. Got that. Oh, we got another 9.8. This is another exclusive. I don't know why I'm showing these off, but they're sitting here. So
No, they need to see this stuff.
right, this is from Unknown Comics. Another, we do tons of exclusives.
Yeah.
I guess that could kind of segue into we're gonna have Steve on. Is Steve here or no?
Steve, I've been messaging him. Hopefully he'll be on and we'll
He's
interview him.
probably at work still.
So, as Anthony just told you guys, we're going to possibly be interviewing Steve DeSario. He's up and coming, phenomenal artist, and he's also a good friend of ours. And whenever he pops in, we'll be throwing him in there. So, Anthony, just keep you up to speed. We are going to go over some news real quick.
Okay.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. DC's Kevin Feige may have been found by Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay.
Have you guys heard about this?
No, first time I'm hearing about it.
So what it says here, it says DC Films might have just found its newest executive. On Thursday, reports indicate that former Warner Brothers executive turned producer Dan Lin is in talks to take on the top spot at DC, overseeing both film and television projects for the brand. This news comes after the Warner Discovery merger has led to some surprising decisions being made at DC, including... Oh, what happened? We lost somebody and then Cliff came back. Welcome back, Cliff. Which was including the shocking cancellation of the studio's Batgirl movie, which was already in post-production but is instead being shelved for a tax write-down. I just heard about that.
You just heard about the tax write-down?
Yeah. That's crazy. So what they said is that, I don't know if it's an astronomical number that people are lying about, but they said that Warner Brothers, trying to save $3 billion, lost $20 billion worth of their what they're worth during the last 2 weeks.
I don't know. People talk so much and they're on. I would love some true industry insiders to really talk about it and really break it all down. And these are just stories we're never gonna see. We're not true. Not never. These are stories we're not gonna know what went down for ages. Now me personally, right? If I came into a merger, the first thing you do is cut stuff when there's a merger, right? I hate it. But, there's all right, we now have 80 of you who do the same job when we used to have 40. It's one will stay, one will go. The Ezra Miller mess is a mess, right? I'm fascinated that they had him do that public apology thing the other day.
What?
Yeah.
That happened?
Yeah, it happened. He's he's so sorry and he's seeking help. And I'm y'all are really trying to fix this? I'm if you gotta lose money to make money, I'm go with my plan. Just reshoot the ending of the movie. Make somebody new the Flash. Be oh no, the time travel.
But he's in every scene. And he plays multiple characters in every scene.
But at a certain point in the film, right, something takes place, and then the Flash is whoever's playing him now. You look around at all the changes that were made by whatever he's doing with all this time travel, and go, oh no, and it's oh, I look like this now, and then that's it. Keep it rolling.
That won't fly, bro.
Yeah, I'm at a point where I wanted the Snyderverse to return, but now I'm just let it go. Start all over, man.
Listen,
Start from scratch.
I don't need the Snyderverse to return per se, but I also don't need it to all just be like ignored. Like I love having Ben Affleck back as Batman. I feel like the whole Flashpoint thing is too much of a mess. I'm sad about Shazam: Fury of the Gods, but it might be good. And I'm also sad that people are like really like starting not to feel Black Adam because they feel like Dwayne Johnson has been talking about it forever. I'm like, the man's been talking about it since 2009. It's not his fault that they gave him the job in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and y'all know what he was like promoting his wrestling. It's just nothing changed when he moved to movies.
Yeah, but that's why I like him, because he's committed. So you know he's gonna be in this for a couple of movies.
Yeah, and he wants a good product.
Right. So he wants a whole universe. The problem with these other actors, like Batman, this dude, I don't think this dude was really committed to being Batman long term.
Or in a shared universe.
Wait a second.
You know what I mean?
No, he has no problem with the shared universe because when he was helming his own Batman movie, Deathstroke was going to appear and it was going to be a direct.
Wait, who are you talking about? I'm talking about Pattinson. Who are you talking about?
No, fuck Pattinson. Yo, he's great in that thing. He doesn't need to be in a shared universe. I do not. The one thing DC Warner Brothers should have done is take these movies like Joker, like the Batman, and stick an Elseworlds label on them. They should honestly have done that. You know?
But it's just trying to save something. Like it keeps getting more messed up. It's like the tape you keep putting on it. You're trying to stop it, but
I am very comfortable that the Batman exists in its own world, that the Joker exists in its own place. You know, you better be comfortable the Joker exists in its own place when the sequel is going to be a freaking musical with Lady Gaga. You know,
I get it, but Anthony, when do you think we will see the DC EU get back on track? How long do we have to wait to see?
Oh my God.
2 years.
Yeah, no.
You don't think it's going to get back on track?
But, I mean, like, what? I mean, I think that if they continue in this, like, okay, we made a Shazam movie, we made a Black Adam movie, I think they'll all do fine, but I don't think that we're going to have an extended universe, right? Like, I don't think that's really in the cards for them.
No, not
That's
like
so
Marvel.
sad.
I don't think it's gonna be like Marvel.
So, I mean, they did, right? Because they did Batman, Superman already. It's like, what else can you do? Do it again?
Yes, but do it properly.
Oh, I agree with that. And, you know, that's the other thing. I mean, we've done Batman, we've done Superman, we've done them all 100 times. So, sure, right? Just relaunch the whole thing. But what exactly new thing are they going to bring to the plate?
First of all, who has Superman fought in movies? That's interesting, right? Superman has fought Zod and Lex Luthor in movies. Oh, and now Steppenwolf. Superman has fought 3 dudes.
He fought Richard Pryor.
Doesn't count. He's not a real comic book character. Superman fought 3 people from the entire DC catalog of villains in
what? You not a fan of Nuclear Man? What's going on here? You don't like Nuclear Man?
He does not count. He is not part of the DC catalog of villains.
Yeah, he's not a villain from the.
Oh, he was made for the movies?
He was made for the movies, yes.
Yeah.
There's not a DC Nuclear Man comic?
Oh, after the fact, way later.
But not because of the
So yeah, no, out of Superman's catalog of villains, of the comic book catalog of villains, all of the catalog of the DC villains, period, he has fought 3 people. 3 people in 60 years.
Yeah, man. Arguably the most popular superhero in the world. And they can't figure out. I mean, they figured out back in the days how to do it because they kept it simple, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They made it really simple. Plus, the tools that were there for them had to make them keep it simple. So it kind of forced them. I think now with technology, they think literally if we can draw it, we can make it. And I think they're losing the little in-betweens. Like, yeah, you could probably make it, but it won't look real. It'll look like it's been placed there.
Maybe. Here, I have a hot take. I think we should get a Supergirl movie. They should just stay on track. Superman finds her, right? They have their little chit-chats. right? Their little thing, you're on Earth, blah, 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 get to know each other. Maybe her arrival is a way for them to resurrect some technology so that there's a true Fortress of Solitude for Superman, right?
Mhm.
And then we cut like a few months later and she's just like chilling on the farm with Martha, like being like, I'm trying to find myself on this planet. And then we get a nice little Supergirl story, have her fight somebody interesting. Like, Reactron. Reactron is a classic Supergirl villain.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, Clay, who the hell is Reactron?
It doesn't matter, dude. Just make a
It
good
does
movie.
matter when you're talking about
It
big
doesn't.
multi-million-dollar movies.
Listen, tell a good story.
Having said that, though, Sam, Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Yeah, but you could,
so
but
Reactron, you make it a thing.
you could make an argument that some people knew Iron Man. You could make that argument,
but not really. Not like everybody else, like not like the world.
Everybody knew he was a lower tier character, but they knew who he was. You know what I mean?
In our community.
Yeah, you could go back to Zod again. Like, nobody knew who Zod was before the 70 whatever movie.
Okay, you know what? Have Supergirl fight Metallo.
Because it sounds cooler, like, I don't know. Yeah.
And then her battle with Metallo takes place during a time where Superman is doing something else that another movie can cover. It's fine. But then at the end of Supergirl's movie, she's having another chat with Clark, and maybe in the new fortress that like emerged at the beginning of the film, right? And he sees something and she starts panicking. He's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, it's Brainiac. And then that's it. Cut to black. And then Man of Steel.
So that'd be my question.
Yeah.
That's how you would restart everything?
No, that's how I would just shove things in a new direction.
All right, Anthony, how would you do it?
How would I restart the whole DC? I think you just
either restart it or what would be the movie or thing that you would do to set it on its path?
There's a couple things you can do. First of all, they already did have a Justice League movie, so you just bring all those people back and do another Justice League movie. Right, Cliff? I'm sorry, right? You just do another one.
No, you can't. And listen, look, my theory is this. I would do Supergirl, simple movie, right? Brainiac is the threat. Man of Steel 2, Brainiac is the threat. Justice League members appear because Brainiac is a big-ass threat, right? And then right after that, you're wondering, it's like, okay, like what drew Brainiac to Earth in the first place, right? And then cut to the next little gold nugget, right? And be like, maybe like Batman's analyzing Brainiac's data or some crap like that, or the Fortress is doing it, but it's like the anti-life equation. Then we get our next Justice League movie.
Bam. What would you do?
I don't think there's much to do, bro. I think the Black Adam shit is gonna be dope, but trying to incorporate all these other heroes and movies is just gonna be tough. I mean, we don't even know who's committed. I mean, how long is this dude gonna be Batman? How are they really gonna put all the chips into this Superman dude? There's so many unknowns. There's just no way.
I'm more comfortable with them sticking with Henry Cavill as Superman than I am with their commitment to the Flash. Like, oh my god.
Well, I mean, what would you, there's a problem, right? Because that's a whole nother topic, right? Because do you throw out this movie that they made because Ezra Miller, is what I'm saying? It is a separate thing, right? Like, he already made a movie. People liked him apparently as the Flash. They wanted to continue with the Flash. They can't probably continue any longer with him, but like, I don't know, like, what do you do?
The movie.
The movie's already
made. It cost them like $300 million already.
You can
apparently,
and it's testing very, very well.
I understand that, but for $50, we could shave the ending and make him a new character by the end. You could kill him. You could do whatever, But I don't think, because he is the Flash, right? So it's separate from him being Ezra Miller.
Yeah, I think they're gonna come up with like Kid Flash or something like that to replace him, or Wally West.
There's a question: how would you fix this, right? Because, like you said, I think they're at the point where it's like, well, we've got this movie, it's done, it's already been slated to be released. and then more and more and more news. And I've talked to people. Ezra Miller was like this years and years ago. He was beating people up, hitting people in the back of the head with beer bottles, all kinds of stuff. And this goes back like 20 years. So this is before. Like, you're talking about years ago, though. No, not 20 years, but years ago.
Crazy.
So this is before he was the Flash. You know?
Yeah, except that he didn't have the whole public looking in on this going,
right, because it wasn't as public, because he wasn't the Flash. Right?
All right.
How far can
Let's move.
they keep on delaying this movie either? If this guy keeps on doing shit, are they going to push it to 2024?
I could see it going to 2024.
Oh, that's the other thing. Did they push it back to next year already?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Along with Fury of the Gods.
So Shazam 2 is also pushed off.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't give an exact date either, so that lets you know that
But
they're willing
Shazam
to
2
push
is
it.
also done. And I heard that, unlike, right, you're saying The Flash tested really well, but I heard Shazam 2 didn't test any better than Shazam. And Shazam
I hear lots of rumors of them doing reshoots for Shazam, which I'm fine with. And of course, as we know, there's a new
turn off my AC. You guys keep going.
there's a new after credit scene for Black Adam. So I'm really interested in what that's going to be.
I mean,
I suspect it'll tie into Shazam.
yeah. Or, you know, the other thing, too, is like, you know, to reset this thing, there's already a multiverse because of The Flash. So, again, you just pull a whole new Justice League. That would be the other solution. Because Sam was asking about, like, how would you fix it or whatever if something needs to be fixed. Then you just do that, right? You just recast everybody, start fresh. This is the Flash of Earth 2.
I mean, I wouldn't do that because, like, you know, like, despite some poor writing, like, people really do like Gal Gadot. They really love Henry Cavill. They even grew to love Ben Affleck as Batman, you know? So,
All
like,
right.
That's the other thing. I don't think you need...
and forget it, Momoa. People love Momoa. They're like, oh, yeah.
No, they got a good team. They just need to get their stuff together. But let's move on to a new topic. Anthony, have you heard about National Cinema Day?
No.
So on September 3rd, every theater across the country will be $3 for every movie, even if it's a premium screen.
Really? So you can go to... This is going to be insane.
See?
Frankly, what did you pay to go to the IMAX? It was $70 or something? You got a family there?
That was my next question. So there has to be a limit. I mean, they're not going to give you 4D in the city for $3.
It says includes IMAX and 3D movies.
Right. 4D is a whole separate thing. They're not going to do that.
IMAX and 3D.
Now, the reason they said they're doing this is because the movie business is tanking. And it's tanking pretty fast. Like, the big movies aren't making the billion-dollar things anymore. And this week, the highest number one movie only made $7 million.
Yeah, what came out this weekend?
Something called The Invitation. Idris Elba's thing came out last week, and now it dropped already.
That? 3,000 Years of Longing?
Both of his movies have been disappointments at the box office. And that's pretty sad, because I like Idris.
I mean, I'm always going to say, but disappointments to what, or to who, or whatever. Like, how much
box office numbers.
Well, box office numbers of $700 million? That's a lot of money.
For what?
How are they supposed to break $1 billion if the only movie...
Which movie are you talking about?
Avengers movie.
Which movie are you talking about?
I don't know. You said 700 million. That's what I heard.
No. I said the top movie this week was $7 million.
$7 million.
Yeah.
Also a lot of money. Like, I mean, to
us is a lot of money, but to movie studios, that.
Well, that's because the expectation is right to, like, they probably triple now what they had invested. You know, I mean, even Justice League was seen as sort of a failure. It made over $880 million.
I agree.
It's not done. You know, it's not done making money either. And in my opinion, it wasn't that great of a movie. Like, you know, so whatever. I mean, you spent a lot of money where you probably didn't need to.
Movies overall, with the exception of Top Gun Maverick, have been less than what they expected.
But again, Top Gun Maverick, Cliff doesn't even like Tom Cruise, and he had to.
The movie's a good movie. The
It was
movie's
fun,
a good
right?
movie.
Like, it's a good movie. It's fine. I enjoyed it, right? Cliff even enjoyed it. He didn't want to.
Cliff, were you mad that you enjoyed it?
So it's when
No, well, it's really funny. As soon as I saw the other cast members in the movie, I realized that I had new incentive to go see the film, and
you were incentivized.
yeah, I was incentivized, and it was and they were great. I was very happy.
So what do you think about this? They're thinking about making this also,
It'll be free
comic book day.
movies,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Like
so
obviously, no one's making any money with $3, but it brings people into the seats, right?
and
Yeah.
Spider-Man's coming out.
And that's the other thing. They'll replay something. So now, they got an additional $3 on top of the $20 they got you for the first time. So,
Yeah, so you get to pay $3 so you can see 11 more minutes of Spider-Man.
Hey,
Yeah, you can see it for $3, so you won't be seeing it in IMAX 3D.
right?
what movies
That's
come
gonna have
out
to make a
next
trip,
weekend?
right? Now we're talking about making a trip.
What movies are coming out? That's a good question.
I'll tell you right now what comes out. You can go Fandango, go by the date.
I'm trying to learn more about The Invitation.
Oh, the biggest movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, the relaunch of it with the extra minutes.
Okay, yeah. And what else comes out?
Honk for Jesus. And that's it.
That's it. It's like there's one movie.
I mean, I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else. It's weird.
So that's why it's $3 in, because they ain't got nothing else out there.
That's the other question. Like,
Just go see a
the other
movie.
thing is, it's what's still playing in the theater, right? Like, it's like
Mhm.
you didn't go see Idris Elba's movie.
They're bringing Jaws back into the movie theaters for that weekend, and The Blob.
What is?
They just put Rogue One out there.
Even Rogue One makes more sense.
That made about $1 million.
Rogue
But,
One.
yeah. All right. I just thought that was interesting. I saw that before the show came up. Let's jump into some books. Let's look at some comic books. What's trending on the 20 from Key Collector?
Ooh. This is like a top 20. All right, meet the scrolls. Now, the reason this is on here is because Amelia Clark is going to be on the show.
Yeah.
Yep. And by the way, the Skrull Invasion. It's Secret Invasion is the title of the new show coming on Disney Plus.
Why does Anthony have an echo?
Yeah, I do hear the echo.
Internet connection.
I don't hear an echo from him.
Yeah, I hear echo. So. I wonder if it's all of us. Can you hear me?
I'm getting an echo on Bam.
Does somebody have? Is somebody playing the YouTube or Facebook with the volume on?
I'm trying to make sure that's not happening.
Nope.
Now I hear my own echo.
None of y'all echoing with me.
Good.
That's good.
So maybe one by one, leave and come back.
All right.
I'll try that.
Let's see how this goes. Anthony's still there.
I'm hanging out.
You're not echoing, right?
Echo. Is there an
You're
echo?
not. No, I don't hear an echo from you.
Yeah.
All right, so let's meet the scrolls, right?
That's what's happening with this book. That's why it's gonna shoot up to $20 or whatever it says it is. So, yep. What's the second book? Web of Scarlet Spider number.
Oh, hold on. I gotta get that right here. There's variants though for this. The 1 in 10.
Variant.
Oh, movie cover variant.
Yeah.
And of course, there's the blank.
Those are becoming more and more popular.
Is it Scotty Young? Is it? No, I think it's one of it's cool.
And Shelby,
The 1 in 25.
which would be probably pretty rare. I don't think people went insane when this.
When
Yeah,
this is
wow.
2019.
Yeah, people knew we knew Secret Invasion was coming. I'm just saying I don't think that this book. Look back at the publishing numbers. There's not like
How many did you order?
not too many.
Right. This came way after Secret Invasion, so like.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was. I mean, it's a prep for the fact that they're going to be doing Secret Invasion on television, right? Like so.
The 1 in 50. That's got look a $1.80 is going for.
It's also a really nice cover.
Yeah.
So,
The second print.
Oh,
25.
They didn't show the Scotty Young cover. I like the Scotty Young cover.
Mm.
right. That's probably worth more than all of them.
Maybe one part.
Maybe not the 1 in 50 though. Web of Scarlet Spider #1.
That is the first solo series with Ben Reilly. There you go.
Yep. First solo title series featuring the Scarlet Spider. I guess this is blowing up because he was found on some promotional material for Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
The new movie coming out.
And probably that look, I would assume, like him in the with the hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The belt and the hoodie.
it says $5 high right now. So by the time it's on this list, though, it's a good $10, $15 book.
Show
Already.
the variant. Show the variant for it.
Yeah.
What is it? Different color?
The newsstand.
Newsstand.
I would assume that the newsstand on that book is 1995. Still probably high numbers, but not incredible. And again, find a near mint newsstand of that book. I don't think
Right?
it's as common as they've got the price listed as exactly the same. So I don't think this version is as common as the other version.
I have that book and it's beat up, bro.
Yeah, but that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Is it near mint condition? 9899? No, there probably isn't any. So that would be an interesting book to do some.
Could possibly be found in the dollar bin.
Maybe.
Huh? Definitely could
Could
be
be
found in the dollar bin.
Could be found in the dollar bin.
Yeah.
Uh,
Not the new Avengers #4 though. Nope.
New Avengers 4. Going for about $12.
That's
First,
first Maria
first
Hill.
New Avengers as a team, and the first appearance of Maria Hill. And Maria Hill is supposed to come back in the Secret Invasion show.
Her and Sam Jackson are both in it.
Yeah,
Well, he's the star.
yeah.
So yeah, right, more or less, right? Like I guess he's the star.
And the variant cover is the Jim Chung Ronin cover.
And that's going for a lot more than that.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah, That's the one thing about Key Collector. They just have different pricing than like cover prices we'll see over at Cover Price.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out how they do theirs, but
Yeah, I don't know how they do this either.
It's probably from the most recent eBay sales or whatever.
I think it's the eBay sales.
I think it's the eBay sales too.
They even put out a message that was like, please, continue to use our links for eBay. We appreciate it. It keeps us running the business.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, not China and Tony. Spider-Man: The Lost Years #1. This came out in 1995. First appearance of Elizabeth Tyne, a.k.a. Janine Gabi, the girlfriend of Ben Reilly. So this is a key
Yeah.
because she's going to play a big part in the upcoming storyline.
She was just in Spider-Man with
Yeah.
Ben Reilly back, right? He had to get Janine, and they were living together, and yeah. So
And now she's got to deal with like evil Ben Reilly or whatever. This chasm person.
Mhm.
So I think this is a book. If you could find this, it says $3. I think you can find this in a dollar bin. You know what I mean? Or maybe $5 somewhere.
I didn't show this book off, but I just got this book in too. So
You have this?
I have a copy of that. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's John Romita.
Yes.
Yeah. Captain America #1. Oh my God, I sold this for $5, yo.
This is also John Romita Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know when books are gonna become hot or whatever. But I remember I sold this book. This is the first appearance of Jet Zola as a child, the daughter of Armin Zola. First appearance of Ian Zola. Later becomes Nomad. First appearance of the Green Skull in environmental terror. I guess this is going up because November 6th is confirmed Ian Zola will return as Nomad. Upcoming storylines.
Sure. That was like the kid that Captain America raised.
Oh, that one of 100 is pretty, bro.
Look at that. That's Quesada, right? Quesada?
Yeah. Joe Quesada.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Like, I love Quesada's work, but man, I was pissed at him for a while, man.
Specifically
Spider-Man. When he did the Spider-Man.
What did he do to Spider-Man?
He broke up.
When he sold his soul so he could, or whatever, for...
Oh, wait, that was Joe Quesada wrote that one?
Yeah.
Well,
he was editor-in-chief at the time.
He drew it, right? He drew those issues.
He was the editor-in-chief.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was his idea.
That was horrible. I'm not even going to talk about that. That was horrible.
Oh, that's a nice cover.
This is dope. It's very covered by Ryan Meinerding. I can't even say that. The head of visual development for Marvel Studios.
Yeah, that's a nice cover.
That's dope.
That's not even a ratio.
Yeah. That was for cover price.
Now it's a high of 25. Not bad.
Yeah. Comics, everyone. Defenders 112. First appearance of Power Princess, member of the Squadron Supreme. First appearance of Arcana Jones, a sorceress, later becomes Moonglow. First appearance of Nuke, a member of the Squadron Supreme. So, from what we're hearing, Squadron Supreme is showing up in Loki Season 2.
Makes sense.
I think that's pretty dope. And if they actually... It's like Marvel's chance
to do
Justice League. To do the Justice League.
They're analogs to the Justice League.
Yeah. So if they're going to show up, that's a big moment right there.
Power Princess is their Wonder Woman, right? Like you've got like all the characters. Oh gosh, Nighthawk, right? He'll be in there. That's like the Batman.
So do you think the Squadron Supreme will just show up and like boom, we're the Squadron Supreme, or will it be something throughout Season 2 where you get one character, then you get another character, and then by the end of Season 2 you have a full Squadron?
Oh, I would think they would just introduce them as a super team, and we're just supposed to understand that they're analogs to the Justice League, right? Yeah. And then they can crush them on a foreign planet because of an incursion.
Right. Except for Hyperion.
Well, Hyperion
I like Hyperion in the Marvel Universe.
So, yeah.
Contest of Champions #1. First appearance and cover of White Fox.
And Guillotine, and they're both Contest of Champions.
A French woman who wields a magical sword.
Yeah. So her villain is Morningstar, right? And she came later, I think. I don't think she's introduced in this comic, but it's just the idea that you have White Fox from one video game and well, they're both Contest of Champions, and Guillotine from Contest of Champions. They were created for the Contest of Champions game. And then now they're, full-on Marvel characters.
The cover's dope. 200.
Yeah, well, that variant is the first appearance of White Fox, who's had her own comic books now, right? That's her first cover appearance right there.
200 for the 1 in 25. Well,
she's on the other cover, too. It's just she's on the top part.
Yeah, you're right.
She's on the top part. But did you notice that there's 2 1 in 25s?
Yeah. Bagley, the hip-hop variant going for about 35.
Yeah.
And the connecting variant.
That was just like another orderable.
Ron Lim.
Yeah. Ron Lim of Silver Surfer fame.
But a good book because it introduces 2 Marvel characters.
Conan the Barbarian, #23.
That's
first appearance of Ren Sonja.
Yeah.
So that movie, I think they finished filming it.
Which one?
Or they started filming it. There's a new movie.
Yeah, this is another Hulk 181 and 180.
Yeah. 345, man.
And it's saying she was introduced by name. Yeah, so that's Red Sonja's first appearance.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
Yeah. Then the next one's her first cover. Second.
Yeah.
Win, Cliff, this is you, right? You like Win?
Yes.
Win number 1.
They're finally coming out with a second print this week, right, Ant?
I think so. They came out with the trade, and number 1, the new number 1 just came out.
Right.
That's one thing. So, yeah. A lot of great. Capullo did a cover. Who else did a cover? Momoka did a cover.
Yeah, I got the Momoko.
Yeah.
So there's talks of a potential movie or TV deal with this coming.
All the stuff from Tinian, right? Like one nice house on the lake. Closet could be moving.
Yo, Closet was great.
Exactly. So like all his
Closet
stuff.
was great. I love that story.
Oh, the other thing is anything put out by Boom, they kind of have Netflix has right of first refusal on.
Yeah.
So
yeah, anything.
I was just gonna say I could easily see Wind in its current form be a Netflix series.
As
Ooh,
like
the
a
Momoko's
cartoon
going
or-
for 50. Momoko's going for 50.
That's a Momo, yes, by the way.
Oh yes.
It's a Momono.
And then the sketch.
Here's
I
a
have-
Momo for you, man.
I have this cover, but the color one, the regular one.
Yeah,
I have that one.
that's the one per store, the black and white.
Yeah. All right. Let's go over. We like hopping along. We're gonna hop over to Cover Price, and there's your top 10 from Cover Price.
Fucking Star
8 Billion Genies, also coming to television.
What do you guys want to see, Cliff? What do you want to click on?
What do I want? I mean, a lot of we covered a lot of this already.
No,
Not
we
the
didn't.
Frank Miller- Frank
we
Miller
only
Ash
talked
Can.
about 2 of these books.
No, we talked about Planet Hulk What If last time. We talked about
Okay,
Avengers
yeah.
last time. We
You're
just
right.
talked about Meet the Scrolls. We talked about Web of Spider-Man, Ben Riley last time. 8 Billion Genies. We already talked about it. So like we've covered a
Wait,
lot.
is this the list? Oh, this isn't the new list.
Yeah,
This isn't the new list.
I guess it's not ready.
So let's jump down to the movers and the shakers.
Oh, there's something I like on the movers.
Oh wait. Let me go back.
There's 2
Let
things
me
I like
go
on the
back.
movers.
What was it?
One is the new Damage Control, and one is Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes. Why is that there? Let's find out.
That's expensive, guy. That is that's Adam Hughes, and that is expensive.
Wait, what happened? That's kind of like not-
That Adventures of Supergirl, that Adam Hughes. I don't know how many were made, but that is just one expensive book.
Really? The cover of Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes?
Yep.
I have that. Let's dig that out.
Yeah, you better dig that up. Put triple boards on that one. That's a lot of.
I wasn't feeling the Damage Control.
Was it because
I just thought it was like Ghost Rider in the elevator. Is that really gonna happen? You know, I understand if it's a funny book, I get that. But it's almost like they're trying to really make it part of the thing, and I'm just like, Ghost Rider in the elevator.
Damage Control does exist in the Marvel Universe and in the Marvel Cinematic Universe already. So
Yes.
yeah, now they'll just be getting their own show, and so they have their own comic. They've had their own comic before. It is a little ridiculous, so I agree with that. I kind of, in a way, wish that the comedy would come from the severity of the stakes that happen in the Marvel Universe, as opposed to, they're making up funny scenarios.
This is the one you was talking about, Bam?
Yeah, bro.
And it's a 1 in 10.
Well, that's an expensive book, dude. Yo, Paul's been asking everybody. Every time we go to a place, he asks them for that book. And they're like, it's not cheap. It's $800 and up.
Yeah.
So the last Raw sale, they've been like 500, 400, 600.
Bro.
Okay, that's raw.
Yeah, 9.8 is going like 12.
And I'm like, Cliff, I didn't know that shit was a lot of money. So when I dug out mine,
oh,
I was like, there's no fucking way that cost that much money. And I had my shit thrown in one of these fucking short boxes, like nothing.
wow. What grade
dying
is
on
it?
the inside.
What
I
grade
don't
you
know.
get? What do you
probably,
think?
It's probably like a 9.0. It's not perfect.
Yo, a 9.0 probably get you a couple hundred.
But it definitely would, from what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 9.0, $460.
Yeah, I didn't like, but why?
It's just Adam Hughes.
Just because of the love of Adam Hughes, it's so crazy.
I'm assuming, yeah. I guess I don't
This
know.
book right here. How do you guys have this? How many? Slap me a million times why I did not pick this book up. When it
I
came
sold a
out.
ton of them, by the way. That book I did order a lot of, and we made sets up, and I sold the sets. So
Wow.
Crazy,
you
bro.
all missed out.
I don't,
Well, like, how did Marvel even promote it? Right?
They didn't really.
No, they didn't.
I don't feel they really did, right?
Yeah,
There's an
like
idea that the reveal was the big deal. It's like, oh, this guy we didn't know about. And the reason we didn't know about him because he's black, right? That was the reveal, I guess. The Sentry we didn't know about because the Illuminati basically made us forget that he existed, right?
Yeah.
But this guy, it was like, he kind of did his thing from the shadows because nobody could know it was a black man underneath the mask.
That's a movie. I was talking to a couple friends of mine last night, and he brought up, he's like, I want to see Adam Brashear. Kamaria shouts us out, y'all, on YouTube. She said we looking cool.
Thank you.
New game, take a shot every time. SVR does an accent. All right, get your shot glass ready.
I gotta say, you know what book I'm surprised has not picked up steam? The Truth, Captain America, The Truth.
Right?
Well,
it is.
It did though, right?
It picked up for a little bit, then it dropped though.
Right? Why are people sleeping on that one? That one was good, impactful. Like Patriot becomes a legacy character as a result of that series, even though we meet him later.
Right. Well, no, that is true. But the other truth is he's already been on TV, and we're probably not going to see him again.
I heard they're going to make a show. They have plans. Not that it'll ever happen.
Right.
To make
and look, we saw Isaiah, but like Patriot, the kid is there. Patriot is coming. Like,
oh, that I can see, right? That we're gonna see. But I'm saying as far as his, as far as the character Isaiah, like I think that was it.
We'll see him again because he is the inspiration for his grandson.
Is it red, white, and black?
No, it's
black, white, and
Captain
red?
America, The Truth.
Right?
The Truth.
That's what I did. The Truth. It's not. There we go. Red, white, and black. I was right.
Oh, red, white, and black. There.
Yeah.
How come I found it as The Truth? Yes. There we go.
First Isaiah Bradley. Of Raws last sold for like $40. And the Raws are going for like $25 to $40. 9.8 is like $114 round. Well, fair market value 181.
I just don't know why people are sleeping on this because like this is excellent comic book history. Excellent. This is comic book excellence, honestly. Because I remember reading the series and like every issue I was like, oh my god.
Well, the other part of it is it introduces a new Marvel character again, so it does have that for it. So maybe
it genuinely affects Marvel history.
There's no variant either.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The other thing is there is a reprint of it though, right? They did the Marvel, what do they call that? They did a Marvel reprint of
like a facsimile?
Not a facsimile. I thought I had it behind me.
Speaking of which, have you seen what? I don't know. Maybe it was this one store. I won't name them, but I went into their store and their facsimiles, like the Hulk 181, was going for $30. Is that right?
What does it go for though? I don't know. Like, I mean, obviously, I pulled some out today. We sold some today of the facsimiles, and they were like, "Oh my God, Moon Knight!" The first Moon Knight they did as a facsimile.
Some of them are going for a lot of money. Some of them are still going for cover. Some of them,
there was none of the facsimiles were under $15 in the store.
So there's a rumor that in the Nick Fury's new movie coming out, whatever TV show he's gonna have, there's
Secret
gonna be
Invasion.
his son, Marcus. Is supposed to
Really?
make an appearance.
Oh yeah, so we'll have Nick Fury too.
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm talking about. One sold for $19, but it's got a fair market of $3.
That's because it's a cover price comic.
No, but the store that I went into was selling it for $30, like a stack of them. Each one had $30 on it. I was like, oh, I didn't know they were like that.
Some of them. Some of them.
Also, I think people think they can fool people, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
and some of them are. They're worth more than the cover price, right? So.
All right. I just want to show you this real quick. These two things called Top Hot Comics and Top Key Comics. Top Hot Comics are comics that have a significant increase in daily sale value. So these are the top hot comics right now
Tomb of Dracula.
for the day. Yeah. Tomb of Dracula. Paper Girls. That show is out right now.
That's Amazing Spider-Man 131.
Yeah.
Why 131?
It's not a
Jack
key.
Hawk
So
marrying Aunt May.
yeah, if it has a key, it'll have this blue key next to it. So, but telling from the cover, yeah, it looks like Dr. Octopus is marrying Aunt May.
It's Marvel. All it says is Marvel Stamp Series 34, Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him! He got it.
And does it have the
The
stamp?
Molten Man. Got a couple Molten Man Amazing Spider-Mans.
Nice.
This too, Key, right?
What'd you say, Bam?
Punisher on the cover.
Telling Anthony check to see if it has a stamp in there.
The 131.
Yep.
Tell you.
It should be Mr. Fantastic.
Secret Wars #1 or #2? Sorry.
Doesn't look like anybody's touched this book, so where's the stamp again?
Where would the stamp be?
Should be like in the middle.
Right? There's a picture of the question mark. You know, like, oh, they're doing the stamp thing. Let's see.
And this other tab over here is the key comics. These are the top keys. Next week we'll go over the rare finds and the top variants. But these are the hot keys right now.
I have that. I have it.
What you
I
got?
Which one?
Avengers 232.
That's for Star Fox, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's his first
Uh,
named Star Fox. Wasp names him Star Fox in this issue, and he's on the cover.
And there's the stamp.
You got it?
Yeah. It's just
Nice.
corner there. Wait. How do I?
There you go, that way. Hey, there you go.
there you go.
So
Nice.
this is like a fine. The cover is nice. It's nice.
See, it says I don't like how misleading that is. It is not the
What?
first appearance of Arrows. Arrows first appears with Drax the Destroyer, if I remember correctly.
No, it says first appearance of Arrows as Star Fox.
As Star Fox. Yes,
Star Fox,
yes,
like
that
you
is
said.
true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo,
9.8 went for 950.
Yeah, you got that, Cliff. I remember us talking about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send that fucker in right away.
Yeah, that's a dope one.
And what about the Amazing Spider-Man 131? What was the significance?
It's just the cover of Aunt May and
In Doc
Doc
Ock?
Ock
Yeah.
get married.
Wedding.
And
Yeah, I guess
232, he joins Avengers. That's also why.
Oh, Star Fox. Okay.
Superboy number 0.
Right?
What are you doing there?
Yeah. Why is that?
It's a key.
It's
That's
a
not his first
key.
appearance, right? Is it first?
No, it's not his first
Somebody?
appearance.
King Shark cameo.
So
That's not even King Shark's first appearance. It's just
Well,
'cause
you got
people
the
love
first
King
appearance and you got the cameo.
okay.
What's cameos is first appearance. I know that's a long conversation. I know everybody doesn't want to get into, but I feel like if it's a full picture of them,
That's their first appearance.
that's a first appearance.
The only
Right.
problem with that is then when they start doing things, in my opinion, is when they start saying like, "Oh, the Marvel age where they were telling you about a comic book is now the first appearance of the character, or
Mm.
the back issue ad of something is the first appearance of a
Yeah,
comic.
that's why.
Spawn. Spawn is inside of what, as black and white ad. It was
He
just
has to
an ad.
talk, bro. It can't just be a picture. He has to actually say something.
So I agree with that.
Oh
too. Saying.
snap! Okay, so that is the first cameo of King Shark, because Superboy number 0, it comes out in the 0 month after 0 hours. Superboy issue 8 was a 0 hour issue. Superboy 0 comes out, and then Superboy 9 he battles King Shark.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck is thing 50.
Yo, I grabbed this Gamora out of the dollar bin.
Gamora.
This is new. Has this been selling, Anthony?
Not really,
No.
to be honest. I mean,
They have a show coming
it's
out. I
hot,
think.
it was on the hot key list. I know that, but
Mhm.
Sharon Ventura.
maybe that cover too. Maybe that cover is more popular than the others. So,
This Spider-Verse, Amazing Spider-Man is a hot book.
yes.
I just got this off of eBay for $3 plus $5 shipping.
So you spend $30 on it.
yeah. This is a cool Black Cat annual #1, first Tiger Division. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're gonna come up with their own book, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So let's flip one more page, and then we'll move on.
Like the New Warriors,
This is the cameo Apocalypse, right? X Factor 5.
Yeah.
X Factor 5, yeah.
Yeah.
I got this one right here. Look, I can do it.
You can do it too.
Nice.
Bloodsport. Oh,
Is that a 9? Is that a 9 something? 9.6?
9.6.
How old is that book? That book's from 1990.
No, 1987.
You got it.
Yeah, April '87.
I would have put it a little later, but no, yeah, you're right. 87. Damn.
No, because it's a John Byrne book, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's That's right.
What a dick.
All right. I want to move on. I went out to Port Jervis again to Haven for Heroes. Yo, dollar bins. I'm still trying to convince Anthony, when we gonna get them dollar bins going on up in that Alternaverse, son? I went out to Port Jervis, and what happened was a guy, they bought a collection, and then another guy was supposed to come and buy that collection, but the guy never came. So they just threw him out there for dollar bin books. So I went in there, I snatched some up. So let me start from the beginning over here. Little Conan Universe #1. Contest of Champions. This beat up copy. Contest of Champions. Last Starfighter #2. Right? Druid #1. It was in great condition. Scarlet Spider #1. This book right here, that Morbius book is the first Blade meets Morbius. No. Or Blade meets some character. But these are all pretty good books. And I was just like, yo, for $1, bro, a lot of new Avengers stuff.
Oh, number 12.
Yeah. And these next 3 issues, I had issue 1 in my bins for sale, and now I found 2, 3, and 4. So now I got a set. You know what I mean?
Does that mean that it becomes a keeper now?
I thought about it, but no, I put it still. It's going to be up for sale. I found Bishop, 3 issues of the Bishop series. There's some goodies coming up. A couple Wolverine Silvestri, another Wolverine Silvestri.
Classic.
Newsstand. It's Wolverine 66. Then I found, I think, 3 or 4 Old Man Logans in great condition.
Nice.
Those are worth it.
Yeah. That one's a dope ass cover. And that was classic.
The Steve McNiven.
Classic. All right, come on. New X-Men when Sylvester came back to the new X-Men. The whole series, the 4-issue series of that. Alpha Flight 100. Jim Lee cover X Factor.
Extinction Agenda again.
Yeah. Executioner song bag.
Had the card.
Yeah. Now these are my DC ones.
Nightfall
Death
Chapter 1.
Death of
Death
Superman.
Superman. I have first Atrocitus right here. And then Atrocitus' origin right there. And this is the first origin of life. And then I got Deathstroke the Terminator 1 through 9. 1 through 9. I said, I will take all of them, please. And I decided to sell these and not keep them as a keeper. Because it's nice. It's a nice set. I just want to get 10 so I can make that set even better. And then I got a set of Lobo.
See, the thing is, I just don't know where these people are that dump these things for $0.25 a piece so that you can buy them for $1 a piece.
You know what I mean?
Dude, usually they're at the most random flea markets. Or someone had a death in the family and they're like, I need to get rid of this.
So I have a customer who loves Gen
Oh, I got
13. This customer I have loves Gen 13. So wherever I can go to get Gen 13, I pick them up. Because they just buy them immediately from me. And I found like 30 Gen 13s. Well, I think I found 15 this time and 15 another time. But Gen 13's classic, Scott Campbell got some classic covers.
Campbell a lot of it.
And then the next little batch is like independent type stuff. Superior 1 and 2. I thought that was pretty cool find.
Yep.
Barbie Fashion 1 and 2.
Oh, 1 and 2?
Always get 1 and 2.
Bring those by. And the G.I. Joe.
All right, I can do that. Snake Eyes, bagged, G.I. Joe.
Do you have number 1 of G.I. Joe Transformers?
I do, but it's a beat-up copy. I need a good copy. And the Danger Girl G.I. Joe J. Scott Campbell series. This cover right here is sick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's up on the channel if anybody wants to go to the channel and look up that stuff. So, fella, Bam, you got anything to show? Anybody got anything to show?
I have a bunch of shit, but it's the way the lighting in here, you're not gonna see it good.
All right.
I picked up the Losers miniseries for $20.
Nice.
So I hope that TV show's happening.
Kamara says she'd watch the heck out of an Isaiah Bradley show. Yes, Cliff. Kamara is disagreeing with you.
Yep. I'm just saying, like, it just makes sense.
Yeah. Before we wrap it up, anything y'all want to talk about?
Well, Action Comics #1, they're doing a facsimile edition. So that's something coming up, and it's on FOC now.
Oh, good. Is that another $7 classic that we can throw our money at?
It is.
Of course it is. Right on, everybody.
Yeah, it is a $7.
What you're doing is terrible, DC Comics. I'll buy it.
No.
You know what's interesting? when I went to look through the Detective Comics facsimile,
Yep.
I was like, wait a minute, this is really like how it was back then.
Yeah.
It was 64 pages for like 25 cents. I was like, this is pretty decent back then for a quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was impressed. And it's on the newsstand, newsprint. So it's like the old book too. I think maybe the cover is a little better.
The cover's definitely better. And even the newsprint is heavy duty.
Mm-hmm. Anybody got anything else to talk about?
I've got to get back to work, guys.
All right. So
Hey, go home, bro.
Yeah, go
Right,
home
or
and get some
sleep.
sleep, bro. All right. So from all of us here at the Council of Comics, Anthony, Bam, and Cliff, we want to thank you guys for joining us. We're gonna try to do this every week live. If we don't do it one week, don't get mad at us. Blah, blah, blah. That's how life goes. Please remember to like and subscribe below. If you're on Facebook, jump over to YouTube and please like the channel. And if you get a chance, head out to Alterniverse in Hyde Park. We got new comic book day coming up. We'll be doing filming, and you can always see a new comic book day video on Thursdays. Also, you can find us on Instagram and TikTok. I'm dealing with the TikTok and Instagram thing right now because their algorithms are crazy. But shout out to everybody that's been watching. And if you haven't liked and subscribed to those as well, please do. So from the Council of Comics to everybody else out there, love y'all. Peace.